It might not come as a surprise to you that for me personally, classical music represents the peak culmination of artistry and craftsmanship. Especially the period around fin de siècle stirs my emotions with real intensity and power. Obviously, that does not mean that I look down on other styles, quite the contrary. I believe that the more diverse music you expose yourself to, the more profound and meaningful your experience of each genre will be. Interpreting classics has been a part of me since I was a kid. However, I am certainly not the only one who has labeled phases of one's life according to the genre of music that played at one's Walkman. Little did my teenage self know, surviving on constant supply of metal, rock and punk, that I could ever feel moved by Chet Baker's singing or devour Alban Berg's violin concerto with pleasure. The more genres and types of music you open up to, the sooner you will discover the place you feel the most natural in. So expand your horizons. I guarantee you will be surprised to see what can emotionally and intellectually appeal to you. The more sophisticated music is, the more attention and time it can take to understand it. Don't abandon a piece forever just because you feel a bit lost in it initially. Take your time. It is worth giving it a chance again later. Who knows? The reward might be sweet. There's so much breathtaking classical music to learn, and music giants with their genius pieces, so why compose your own stuff? It surely cannot be as good. Well, don't fall into this trap, it's fool's errand. Learn to improvise by taking new takes on a classical piece you are studying to grow confidence when thinking about its harmonic construction. Learn to improvise to just have fun. Last, but not least, learn to improvise to better your hearing. Several compositional approaches intertwine in my pieces for the trio. It is tempting to categorize them as jazz due to its characteristic instrumentation and space for improvisation. However, there is another aspect, arguably the aspect, that holds the whole album together. A detailed search for every single harmonic connection, attention to every tone, to every rhythmic pattern, suitable key, ideal color, search for a precise feeling, that is. Back in the first episode, I spoke of finding peace, of slowing down. Mind in a hurry won't bring anything worth creating, no matter what field you are in. Anyone can listen to music while letting his mind wander off, but very few people can truly hear it. Let's try something, you and me. Play one tone and listen to it, from the beginning to the end. Now try to calm down and alert your senses so much that the strings tremble seems tangible. Can you touch a sound? With your mind you can. Experience the tone from its onset until it disappears completely. Then do the same with 2 tones. This creates an interval, and listen carefully to how it sounds when you combine C and D, C and E, C and F sharp. What happens when you play them together? How does it sound when each of them comes in separately? Later, at the 3rd tone. Congratulations, you have a chord. Play it while looking closely at your hand. Is it relaxed? Is the fingering comfortable? Then play the same thing with your eyes closed. Only then, if you enjoy what you hear enough, write those 3 notes down. They will be waiting for you there, safe and sound. And now, what happens if I add this chord to it? I don't like that at all. But what if I played this one right after it? Well, that's better, but I keep on going, keep on trying, keep on amusing myself until, wow, this connection sounds really beautiful, I like it. It goes right on paper. Wait a minute, you have just found your favorite connection. And since you wrote it down, you can play it tomorrow and in a week. And you'll know from now on that if you play these 2 chords in a row, it will sound and feel fantastic. Only until it doesn't. It's common to fall out of love with your precious darlings, but hey, at least you enjoyed it the day you discovered it. This is the way you train your hearing. It might feel slow and tedious at times, but honest research always is. Now you know you really listen to what you're playing, even if it's just 2 tones. My debut album Inner Place was released 3 years after the idea of a jazz trio appealed to me for the first time. Honestly, finding perfect teammates and publisher didn't feel far from a miracle, yet it happened. Bottom line is, never be afraid to set your goals high, even if they seem unachievable. It doesn't matter whether you'll fulfill them. The act of creating them is in itself incredibly important. Their constant presence doesn't let you go astray. They're there to show you the way. Without goals and ambitions, people wander aimlessly and get lost. Not to mention that if you get lucky enough to achieve some of them, it is the best thing in the world and the best motivation to set new ones.